Mhm. On the road, far from home, you don't have to feel. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello, Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. The rules are I will be going over a bunch of news over the first 30 minutes. And then once I'm done with that, I'll begin to answer all of the comments down below. And then if you say, hey, I don't want to do that, just super chat me just $2, and then I'll go and get to your comment right away. This way you do not have to wait for that thing. So speaking of other, well, I'll ask y'all to smash the like button in a second. One of the first things that just came out, you have Swaggle Swaggle has 21,000 subscribers, and he's just it looks like he's just a big comic head. I don't think he's, yeah, it looks like he's just super big into Marvel, DC, CGC, like really big, just type big comic head. So he goes on and says Marvel and Veve announced new digital comic book reading platform. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know, I'll give him a comment. I'll be like, um, Veve, I'll just say, great choice by Marvel. I do not know if this guy is pro Veve, anti Veve, what he's doing. I haven't watched the video. Again, I just saw it. My collectibles on there saying digital comics are here to stay and the future is here. I'm old school, 48 years old, and a true comic collector and former comic book shop owner. Marvel has made their choice, and Veve is the partner. Marvel Unlimited is USA only. Veve Comics is worldwide. Also, today's younger demographic want digital comics on their devices to enjoy the stories. Reading paper copies just isn't how people will enjoy comics as much anymore. Just like VHS, DVD, etc. Time to move on with the times. Cheers. Well, shout out to my collectibles for leaving that there. Let's see. We have Definity, Flow, and Bump to go and get. I just want to let you guys know I did get a little bit of Bumper, a little bit more, I should say. So in this one wallet, and I will get more over later on today, but it just got a little under $5 grand, got about 4,700 over that. I'll get, and this is just in one wallet. I have a little bit more. Obviously, I have Definity. So Bumper, I can't. I've had the Bumper team on, I think, twice. I know I video chatted with them a bunch. I don't know how many of them are um are public, and I don't know how many of those ones are live. But what I do when I ask them, like, hey, what's going on here with the revenue, because they haven't essentially made any yet. Like, well, Chavez, we have like a run rate of another 2 years, and we'd like to go and build this base out. We've had hundreds of thousands of dollars, I think millions now in transactions on their bumped protocols, and I was like, okay, that's really cool. As they go and start charging that, as they go and start to make revenue, it's going to be one of the things that I believe can do a very, very big return. Crypto Rain had on the other day the top 5 cryptos that are super undervalued, and he had on Bumper as one of them. I know he has some. And he typically doesn't do things unless he's going to get a minimum of like a 10x on it. And I'm not going to sit here saying, well, Bumper I think can do 1,000x. Although, you know, 1,000 that was their 6 million market cap would be $6 billion. Impossible. And then he also had Definity on there as well. Definity, I've had a couple of chats with, but only one publicly. That's with Manu Chattery. Again, you're good. I don't know exactly how much I can say, so I'm going to leave it, you know, pretty base on here. That's another thing that I have a lot on. Currently 37-ish K on one wallet, and it's just and I'll get more as time goes on. That's one of those things that's going to be an absolute powerhouse once that gets adopted. There are multiple announcements that are going to come out. I don't know when, but it's likely going to be by the end of Q2. There's going to be a lot of other people outside of me and Crypto Rain talking about Infinity. Outside of that, he does mention Flow, and I have a little bit of Flow. No, not Ant Flow that comes to town. I can't even believe I made that freaking joke. A little bit more than I do Definity, but Flow is just a little bit more of a. It's a little bit more stable. It's on a lot of exchanges, so the Flow market cap, I believe, is what the OMI market cap should be right now. Where the OMI market cap should be, I don't know, well, the OMI cash would probably be higher, but flow right now is a little over 2 billion. Well, Chavez, why? Well, you do have a bunch of people developing on flow. You do have the UFC Strike, NFL All Day, NBA Top Shot. So Flow and OMI will likely run together because when that digital collectibles narrative hit, obviously OMI to the moon. And then when they say, okay, NFL All Day will blow up, NBA Top Shots will blow up, UFC Strike. And with that, people are like, okay, well, what's the blockchain behind it? And the blockchain behind that is obviously the Flow chain. They have Disney Pinnacle as well. And so I don't expect Flow to do like a 100x, but do I expect it to do a 20x, 30x? Sure, no problem. And obviously OMI. We'll take a look at OMI right now. Y'all know my bag, 184 million OMI. Absolutely my biggest, my biggest position ever. But the news. All right, let's go over some of the Veve news here. And obviously it coincides with OMI. You had yesterday Marvel go and give out the keys to their comic book store. Marvel said, "Hey, we have 250,000 monthly active users on. They have like 5 million downloads, but only like 250,000 of that is the only 250,000 of that is actually monthly active users, and they just emailed them like the thumbnail to this video. I'll show you guys. If I can turn my phone on. There we go. I'll show you guys the email, what it says, or the full photo of the email, because that was from yesterday, I believe. Nothing goes up. Yeah, so they went and said Marvel Entertainment 2, and then the email saying a new way to collect Marvel comics, and then you obviously have on there a bunch of the stuff that we got, and it's just that went out yesterday to 250,000 people. So there are obviously some complaints. Yesterday you had, before they announced it, before the meeting even took place, the comic reader and the site went live, and I think it was Captain Veve. I think Captain Veve had broke the news. The founder's like, "Hey guys, look what I found," and then obviously it all spiraled. That was a big announcement. And then we were able to buy as many comics as we would like, and then but it didn't give us the chance to upgrade. So I was live for like an hour. I told everyone, "Here's the e-reader stuff. Here's the site. Here's everything." And at that time, we weren't able to go and upgrade our comics to NFTs. On Veve, which is beautiful when you could do it. When you do it, you upgrade it. It automatically syncs to your Veve account. So as soon as you buy it on the website, it shows up on your Veve Comics wallet, which is fantastic. But we weren't able to do it at the time. I was literally taking my dog to the dog park, and then everyone started posting. Everyone started messaging. Phone was blowing up with notifications. Oh, we can mint. We can mint. We know we can get these collectibles. And absolutely everyone was going wild. It was like, okay, let's do it. And I had this crap reception at the dog park, but I was able to buy a couple of them. It would only let me buy one at a time. So I was just saying like, okay, I'll buy one at a time. And then I noticed they showed up in the account. And obviously you had other people that, went crazy that were able to buy. Now, unfortunately, a lot of these people in the world, they just didn't know about it because either they don't have Twitter or they weren't paying attention to Twitter. I mean, not everybody goes and like I'm subscribed. Well, not subscribed. I have like Mr. MC1's notifications, on forever because sometimes I post some alpha. Obviously, Veve and Akomi's and just a couple of people. And one of those people, somebody messaged me and they're like, "Hey, this is what's happening," and I would get tagged in a bunch of stuff. I don't actually see the tags unless you follow me, so I was getting tagged in everything. But not everybody does that. Not everybody's tagging everybody. So if you were at work, if you were sleeping, if you were in part of the world where you're bumping uglies with your partner, you didn't see this in time. And only people that had paid attention, only people that like me, that kind of like no life and just live and breathe this stuff, we were the ones that were able to mint. And again, I was only able to mint 7. If I had my way, I would have minted. I would have ran out my bank account. And because it's historic, they're all only 1,000 each, or 980 each, and two, because people were poolsiding. People were poolside. People were buying common and uncommon comics for 30, 40, $60. And, is that the true value of it? I don't know. I mean, the value of the comic that is not an NFT is $3.99. The value to go and upgrade it to a collectible is $6.98. So, and that's another thing I want to talk about. If anyone knows Costco pricing, they know there's differences between numbers. Like, let's say, like, something 99, like 11.99, whatever it is. That's like, okay, the normal price. 11.98 is like a manager special. The 97 means that, like, okay, if it's something at 97 cents, we're not going to restock this next month. Each one has a different meaning for it. However many cents. And I'm very curious if Marvel and Veve are doing something similar here, where they're saying, "Oh, hey, I'm gonna have to untie this because I got strands of hair coming out everywhere." Um, if they're going and saying, "Hey, we're having the OG comics, the original ones that are not NFTs, as $3.99, and the NFT ones as $6.98." So they're just doing something similar to what Costco's been doing. Flickerbits, I was chatting with him before, and he was telling me about it. And I was like, okay, this is really interesting. I don't know if that's what they're doing, but it is. They're doing something. I can't tell what it is, but they are doing something, and I will get to the bottom of it one way or the other. But again, a lot of people are really salty that they were not able to mint. And again, once everyone found out that you were able to mint, the site kind of went down. You weren't able to mint anymore, and we haven't been able to mint for like 24 hours, or most of us haven't. You have a couple of people yesterday that last night, Omar was able to mint, Dr. Prophet was able to mint. There's a lot of people that were able to mint, but like 95% of us were not. Even at 3 o'clock today, when they said that they would, some point in the night, they said, "Hey guys, listen, clearly some people can mint and some can't, and we're just gonna. It's not fair to those that can't mint, so they're gonna shut down everything. They're gonna shut down the buying, and we'll bring it back when everyone's able to mint." That was supposed to be today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's take a look. I was at the gym at that time, and when they said it was good, I tried it, and when I tried it, I would add things and it wouldn't go to the cart. So I'll do that now. Let me refresh these Veve Me comics. Oh heck yeah! Oh, I can't wait. All right. Wolverine Madripoor Knights, $6.98. Add the cart. And when I went to add it to cart, it's fun that add the cart, but there's nothing in the cart, so it still does not work. Um, they'll fix that when they can. I don't know when exactly they are, but they will. Let's see here. Yep, that was live. Same, but yeah. And for those that missed yesterday, if you're on Marvel Unlimited, you have to wait, I think, 90 days, if not more, in order to go and read new comics. And again, Marvel Unlimited is not worldwide; it's only for US. Everyone wants to enjoy Marvel comics throughout the entire world. They're incredibly, incredibly amazing stories. And now you'll be able to go and read it the same day. Marvel, if they wanted to, probably could have spent millions of dollars and done this on their own, but they just don't have they just don't have that audience. I mean, some of them are. Some of them would be like okay with it. The younger people, especially men, they would be like, okay, yeah, let's change with the times, be adaptable to change and all that. But they didn't. They knew that the better way to do this was through Veve. Every new comic that they are producing, they will share revenue with Veve. And because some people couldn't take $6.98 and flip it for $15, they're not seeing that point. They're not seeing how much revenue that Vive's going to make. They're not saying like, what type of trust does Marvel have in this company, in David and Dan specifically, to give them the keys to Marvel Comics. And so I don't know how the fudge David and Dan got this deal done. When you have, hey, yeah, Marvel, you're going to be exclusive with us. Yeah, you're not allowed to go anywhere else because you see Star Wars at other places. You see Disney on other places. You don't see Marvel anywhere else. So not only did they get them for an exclusive deal, where we're the only ones allowed to go and distribute Marvel NFTs. But then they turn around saying like, but we're not going to be exclusive here. We're going to be able to go and get Dark Horse, Image, and I think DC Comics as well. Now again, none of these have been particularly named. Like nobody's mentioned Dark Horse, nobody's mentioned Image, nobody's mentioned any of these things. This is just me saying that I think we can get those, and I think we can get DC as well. If I'm DC Comics right now, if I'm CEO of DC Comics, and I had, and I'm looking at what Marvel's doing with Veve, I'm looking at all of my statues that are, wherever else, where I'm just pimping out my entire collection, of making all these first appearances on places that don't matter. And then I go and put my comics, some of my most valuable assets in the world, and I'm putting them on candy. I'm firing myself right away. I'm putting someone in charge that knows what the heck they're doing, that is able to tell the writing on the wall. And if I were to take over, one, I would clean house, and then two, I would be like, hey, and just move everything over with Veve. Obviously, there was negotiations with one part of DC that was saying, hey, let's Marvel has the 6% fee. We want that 6% fee. And I think after Batman Black and White season 5, I think started season 6, then you're able to go and get that 6%, or they are. But yeah, if I was DC, everything would be going to Veve right now. And maybe David's tried, and maybe it fell on deaf ears. But if I'm any other comic book company, and it doesn't matter who I am, and I see Marvel going on and doing this with Veve, okay, what do they know that I don't know? What are they doing here? We could watch Randy Chavez videos and try to, speculate on terms that they've gotten. But if you have 250,000 subscribers of Marvel Unlimited, and a percentage of those are going to go to Veve, well, people that like Marvel comics, they like other comics too. Nobody just, I mean, some people, but most people don't just stick with one thing. Like maybe they stick with the type of character, the good, the Boy Scouts, Captain America, bit of a Boy Scout, Superman, bit of a Boy Scout. It's not a Marvel or DC thing. It's just, they're both Boy Scouts. You have the bad boys as well. And we can go on for days about that, but they're going to go and jump ship and be like, hey, I like this character too. I don't care where he's from or where she's from. So they'll like Image, they'll like Dark Horse, and they will like DC. And if I'm any of those companies, I would go and say, I could be shoulder to shoulder with all these Marvel, with the MCU, which has got to be the most freaking, oh my God. What that did for comics was insane. I mean, right now you have, what is the comic book comic books worth each year? Like how many billions? Let's take a look here. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Let's go over some of the rest of the news. But anyway, I'll get back to that in a second. People are missing the forest for the trees are in the way, because this is the type of thing that every single whale that I have talked to is completely ecstatic about this. They are just like, I'll read y'all a direct message here. If I can find the freaking message. Yeah, I'll read a direct message here saying the Veve Comics website is super impressive. This feels like the Amazon of comic books. Just checking out all the functionality. I think this is bigger than anything Veve has done to date, and I don't think people realize it yet. That is a whale, a young whale that just gets it, is ahead of the curve in most things that he does. Very, very, very influential, and he just gets it. It's a lot. I really don't like to pit class against class. There's enough of strife of that already, but it's never the successful people that are ranting and raving and going and crying out, saying like, oh, they didn't do this perfectly. And I get it. Should the marketplace, or should the function of taking in money, should that work? Yes, it should. Do I wish there were less bugs? Yes. And should we expect no bugs? No, you can't. To roll something out and expect no bugs, it shows me that you've never developed anything or never invested in anything in like any type of tech. Bugs are everywhere. Should the delays have been this long? No, I'm sure. And I don't know how much of this is Veve's fault. I don't know how much of this is third party. the third party might have gone on and it just could have been a thing with that. Again, I don't 100% know, but they're moving along. This is one of the biggest steps I think that they've ever taken, and I don't think people realize that yet. Let's see if he said anything else. It's clear the way this is designed that they're trying to be the platform for the industry. I agreed 100%. So yeah, OMI people can be upset and OMI can dip 9%, even though that really I think has to do with the market, because the market has dipped a lot in general, and I think OMI is just along for the ride. But me and a couple other whales are super thankful. If it stays around here or even goes lower, by God, go lower for over the next couple weeks. This is I can't. I'm not gonna say what we're gonna do, but I hope it stays low or goes lower over the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even a month or so. I don't think it will, because I think when you have the OMI season 2 staking article coming out, and then maybe we're likely going to get OMI to NFT in Q2. I just don't know. I'm guessing April. If not, by all means, let it go to May. Let other stuff build up. We'll sell the other stuff, chug it into OMI. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good time if that happens. Anyway, let's go over some of this. First time, yep, same day. All right, we got some other stuff to go over. Yeah, sleeping's kind of having some mixed feelings about this. And again, this is direct revenue to Veve. It's not like people have to buy gems and then Apple or Google take like 30%. This is straight revenue, straight to their bottom line. Again, if I'm a publisher of any comic book store owners, go and ask My Collectibles why he's no longer a comic book store owner. Ask any comic book store owner, hey, where's most of your revenue come from? How thick are your margins? I guarantee you those margins are thinner than Kate Moss on a juice diet, because I know those people. The margins just aren't there. Can they survive? Sure. Do most of the profit come from other stuff? Yes. Some publisher of these comics, easy. This is the easy way. This is the future. I mean, it's a hard way, is you have to explain to your fans, hey, you guys complain that you want new stuff other than Batman, but the Batman stuff just sells. You guys might say, oh, well, we like the physical comics, but you don't freaking buy. So this is the way the world is going. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The world will not ask permission nor apologize for what it's becoming. What did Brad Pitt say when he was Billy Bean in Moneyball? Adapt or die. That's got to go. I got to get a tattoo of that or something. We have, yep, okay, stacking. Oh, good. They're stacking. Yep, we went over that. Henry Cavill is likely going to play a version of Wolverine in Deadpool 3. That'll be pretty great. Everyone and their sister going and saying, oh, nice to meet you, Veve Comics. That was pretty cool. Oh, that's a cool photo. David Yu saying, thank you to the Veve team and Marvel Comics and all Veve fans. Together, we are making history. 100% there. Oh, I did that. Very nice. Printing. Yeah, no one's going to print on paper anymore. I did not win Lotto yesterday, but nobody won. So that means I'm going to have to go in again and get some more of these Mega Millions. I'm not yet doing the jackpot, jackpot, whatever that is. Just doing Mega Millions right now. But if y'all want to convince me, and again, on these things you have graphic novels as well. I really think manga's coming here, because again, this is it says Veve Comics. It doesn't say Marvel Comics. It says Veve. So yeah, I'm really thinking we get some manga. Oh God, could you imagine? It's Dragon Ball Z. Oh God, if it's Pokemon Adventure. Oh my God, if it's Pokemon Adventures, that manga in general, whether it's Attack on Titan, My Hero Academia, Fruits Basket, it's some of the most beautiful stories ever written. Oh God, Fairy Tale, Dead Man Wonderland. They're barbaric, they're tragic, they're beautiful. But Pokemon Adventures is just such a good, fun story. It's got a special place in my heart. because of I could literally do a 24-hour podcast on just Pokemon, the adventures, the video games, the cards, the experiences. If we do get Pokemon, I'll probably do that. I'll probably just do a 24-hour podcast on that, or live stream, and some people could come in and they can ask questions if they want. But yeah, that's a beast one. But it's possible we get all of those things. It's possible that all of those things we get. Ooh, oh my God, Clever Jerk. Clever Jerk now has such a mad lad. Clever Jerk has the number 123, the number 456, the number 789 partner statue, and he also has the 1234 and the 567 partner statue. This dude, I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say, but I'll do it just for the luck. It just screamed on stream when I saw this. He's such a bad. I just want to. You remember in Austin Powers when Mrs. Kensington is talking to Ms. Kensington, where it's like, "Oh, women want to be with him, and men want to be him. I want to be Clever Jerk." They don't even know his freaking real name. Like this. Anyway, moving on here. No idea. To be honest, looks good. Miles Morales sold yesterday, and now we're up to what, 30,000? I think Miles up to a $30,000 price point if you want to get him. Noldor Live bought a number 65 rare Murcielago for $60 hairs. Good for him. Veve.me, we got a new website. Like, we got a new website as well. They could have drawn this out. They could have drawn out the comic reader, then 2 days later drawn out the new app, new way to buy comics, and then Veve.me. Girl, this could have been a week's worth of things. We got 18 new users the other day. Not bad. I think just off that, I think a lot of that is going to go and really roll through. And by the way, this is not the end of like Marvel comic drops. Like, we'll still get the normal comic drops, like the keys, you know, the key features, the what's that called? Outside the key features, the key comics, you'll get first appearances of stuff, the Grails. But every Wednesday, I'm gonna get some new stuff, and the Veve fam's gonna go crazy on it. Can't heckin' wait. Oh my God, I can't heckin' wait. I will say this though. All right, I'll address this. When somebody goes and says, "Oh, Foster Hilt minted 74 comics today," that could just be a statement. That could just be a statement. Hey, Foster Hilt minted 74 comics. Foster Hilt got a little overzealous and actually, let's read what Foster Hilt had said. But before I read what Foster had said, if you're somebody saying like, "Yo, this is definitely insider info," you don't think he knew it was coming? Well, I got receipts of all this, and if you're going and trying to insinuate or straight out say that this is insider trading and it's insider whatever, you are going to be liable for stuff. And I literally have a guy, lawyer, waiting in the wings to get permission to just roll over a couple of these guys. But gotta get permission to do that first. Yeah, this is not a good look. And just saying that, hey, yeah, they know it's a scam. Oh my God. Again, I got receipts of all that. As soon as I get permission, that the receipts, the lawyer, everything's coming. Again, I might not. You know, you might have a couple people say it's not worth it. But throwing that out there. Let me go read what Foster wrote, because he wrote one. Oh shoot, another one. Veve Digital Collectibles says, new this week, get excited. Congrats with your first purchase at Veve Comics. You've unlocked a special offer. Journey through over 80 years of Marvel Comics with Marvel Unlimited. Read the stories that inspired your favorite characters from Marvel movies, shows, games, blah, blah, blah. So if anyone I don't know if this is going out to everyone, because I didn't get this email yet, and I purchased a couple comics yesterday. But they said, with your first purchase of Veve Comics, you get 2 months free of Marvel Unlimited. That's pretty heckin' cool. Marvel is all freaking in on this. God damn. Um, yeah. Oh my god. So there's on this big so on the video that I just told y'all about before the beginning of this, it's you have people saying what the F is an NFT, and then Dan Chaubel, shout out to him, says, Google it. Then you have somebody saying NFTs are dead. I sometimes read digital comics, but the device needs to be right. A tablet designed and marketed for comic books would be something I'd really consider buying. After they said NFTs are dead. So Dan Chaubel says, read your comment out loud, LOL. Dan Chaubel is just such a G. I freaking love him. I still never met him in real life, despite having him on podcasts, by chatting with him all the time. But yeah, so this is what Foster had to say, where somebody had asked, so let me get this straight. Foster had knowledge of what time the comics would go live and bought 75 of them, which is false. That he now has multiple listings on the market to dump on the community, also false. So Foster goes and says, if you have a question for me, you can just ask them. More than happy to clear that up. He's so professional. I would not have been. Like, I didn't know the time the app would go live, but as I shared a tweet 2 full hours beforehand, that was a repost of information found by the community about it. And as I had been discussing it on social media and various platforms, I was obviously keeping tabs on it as I was excited to check it out with everyone else. The South by Southwest talk was at 3:30 my time, so I had already been on the app alongside a buddy checking it out, adding things to our wish list, etc. While we were playing around, my buddy told me that he was able to add a limited edition to his cart for the first time, so I refreshed and tried and was able to do it as well. I proceeded to add one of every comic that was on the main page to my cart because I have no idea about comics, but I've been here since 2021 when MC1 dropped. I figured getting everything was the best YOLO. After buying the first round, I got competitive with my buddy who landed 3 secret rares when I got 0, so I decided to double down and add one of every item to my cart again. I tried to make that purchase and got to my end screen and submitted my payment, and it wasn't processing, so I refreshed my cart. I refreshed and my cart was empty, which I thought was odd, but figured it was just a glitch of the new system. Went back in and added as much from the front page as I could again, and made the purchase, which went through. And then it's a blur after that, but I may have tried one more time with everything before I couldn't get it to process it all, but I didn't think it was something I was going to need to keep track of. I threw my secret rare flex listings, and had left that until I had 4 notifications pop up on my phone showing my American Express had been charged over $840 for the purchases, and that's when I realized I spent way more than I intended to. At that point, I hopped on the app and saw duplicates I had and started throwing them all up on the marketplace. I think 2 would ultimately sell for a total of $60 or something. As I started to see more people reporting outage on the platform on socials, I removed everything but the flex listings, waiting for more info to become available. All of that to say, I was excited to check out the new platform and went overboard on it. Similarly to what I've done with the first Iron Man Funko when I spent over $1,000 and had to drive to the States to pick it up, because participating and having the first of anything on Veve is exciting. It sucks that the payment provider went down and no one's been able to buy, which I think has likely drawn more attention to this, which is totally fair, but I didn't have any nefarious intentions or ill intent, so my conscience is clear on. Happy to discuss this further if anyone has any questions. I'm an open book as always, and I'm excited to continue to check out the new Veve platform, or this new platform coming to Veve. I think that perfectly explains it all. Again, I typically don't like to go over a lot of drama, but I feel like that needed to be said. My boy's been getting just harassed about everything, and it's like, guys, yeah, like, this doesn't happen to you. And again, not everyone. A couple of people are just like, hey, this just looks weird. That's fine. A couple of people are just jealous that maybe they couldn't do that for what, either because they didn't know about it, they don't have the money to do what he did, and I don't know how much Foster's making at as community manager of a Comey, but over $840 on one thing, on what, that's likely a good chunk of his paycheck right there. Just because, and that's what you want. You want people go like, how dare he spend his hard-earned money on Veve, thus making sure your bags stay afloat. Like, would you rather him not spend anything on Veve and Veve not make any money on that? Like, that's freaking stupid. Like, oh my god. Anywho, moving on here. Let's see what else we got. We've gone 35 minutes here, and I've like barely touched on like any of this news here. Um, Decrypt, which has 169,000 followers, said if it's a comics readers app, but Veve Official also sells limited edition NFT versions of popular titles from Marvel. Again, I'm gonna have to go and do like a whole other video on this because there's so much news to go out, and I have a bunch of comments to get back to. But before I get to the comments, I'm gonna go on and I'm going to go to my show here. I'm gonna go to the live, and I'm going to go and ask everyone here to go and smash that like button. Yeah, smash it, guys. Moving on. Where was I? Sagittarius says, "Hey everyone, hey Sagittarius." Z says, "How do you like that 1x on Squid Grow since I told you?" When you say 1x, like it stayed the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure Squid Grow is going to be a pretty good meme coin there. But because I know a couple people that are in it. But let's see what we got. Squid Grow, Squid Grow. I'll tell you what it is over the past couple months. Oh, yo, it's done pretty well. It's done pretty well over. Even the last 7 days, Squid Grow has done quite well. So yeah, it's going great. And I have a couple friends that are like really big into it. So they're having a good time. Oh, says good evening. Oh, good evening, Omar. He says, yeah, Swaggle is a big comic guy. I get my comic info from him, and he's never been a pro Veve guy like most collectors. So for him to mention Veve is kind of a good light. It's a huge step for us. So I don't know that he's actually positive on that. He just put the title on it. I think now if he's smart, he'll start to read the writing on the wall, and he'll start to be like, oh, okay, maybe I should get on board with this because this is the direction that Marvel's going. And I'd rather be a pioneer in something or made to look like a pioneer as opposed to opposing something that is just going to come regardless of whether I oppose it or not. These says, I've been collecting comics since I was 8. I have hundreds and still buy them and still buy my Veve comics. So there's always going to be people that will prefer physical. I'll tell you right now, I prefer reading physical comics over them in my hand. Or over them on the phone. I prefer that because one, that is just nostalgic for me. It's reminiscent. It just trigger reminders. Not triggered like bad triggered, but just reminds me of a simpler time. Good memories with that, and it's an escape, and it's fun. It's just to feel it. I don't know. It's good. But obviously because of space and because of time, it's a lot easier and more convenient to go and get stuff on Veve. And now it's easier to read it. Oh, goddamn. Yeah. Perfect. And there's always going to be people that prefer physical, even if it's more of an inconvenience, they'll prefer it. And in the new crowd, from people 20 and under, there will still be a minority of people there that would prefer it as well. There'll be a small minority, but they'll be there. It's just that the majority of the world is going to go, and that's it. The majority of the world is just going to be looking at digital. So I mean, I'm glad that you like both. My Miley Cyrus in 2008 because it's the best of both worlds. Maybe 2009, 2012, whatever. Prince always says so. Unfortunately, we ain't getting Dragon Ball #1 or Naruto 699 on this new Veve site. Probably, I could be wrong. Well, it's a Veve comics, and it has a space for graphic novels. So I do think we actually could go and get Dragon Ball or Naruto or any of these things. It's not going to be exclusive to Marvel. So God, that's incredible. Chuck and Hank says the team at Veve and Marvel are genius. The future is so bright. This was likely in the works for years. Like this isn't something you just do. This isn't something that's just all willy-nilly. Yeah, let's try this, and if it doesn't work, this is likely something that's taken years. And it's like someone put a ton of money, a ton of time, and research into it. It's a big step. They probably laid all these dominoes out, best things, worst things can happen, most likely scenarios, and how to market it. Again, that's the future. So unfortunately, we ain't getting such great manga chapters like Naruto 598, Toby revealed as Obito, Dragon Ball 204, Vegeta's first appearance. I think we can. I definitely think we can. I would love I would love all of these series. Wow, Dragon Ball number 204. That's Vegeta's first appearance. I guess there's a whole ass Dragon Ball before Dragon Ball Z because you had the a world's fanciest underwear. That was a wish that Oolong had made one. I don't know why I remember that. Probably because it's a great line. Oolong has some really good lines. Ice cream, I love you. Nom, nom, nom. And then he just chugs it. Yeah, I guess you have that. You have one of the martial arts tournaments. Goku fighting Chi Chi, which is great. Goku fighting Tien. Goku has so many epic matches. Bill Garden says, "What up? What up, fam?" Fun Under the Sun says, "Happy Friday, Dashi." Oh, Dashi. Did I ever say hello? Ooh, Dashi. Yeah. We all said hello, Dashi. Sagittarius says, "Happy weekend, fam. I think Veve did great. These are amazing covers. These are really cool." And also, so this is Beware the Ides of March. It is March 5th. Yep, 15th. Beware the Ides. Uh, yep, you are a dumb butt. Sorry, that's a text I got from someone. Yep, he's a dumb butt. Nope, I'm not gonna mention that. Okay. Got not Father's Day, St. Patrick's Day on Sunday. I'm gonna go to a friend's house. We're gonna get litty. The Unreal Chandy Revez says Dashi is just a cheap genetic clone. What? Of Stashy. Randy stole Stashy's DNA from Area 51 and then paid someone to make Stashy. However, it came out faulty with a gold color instead of silver. That's a really interesting story. I mean, I guess any geneticist would be able to go and clone. So like you can clone dogs. It takes like what I used to take like 50 grand to clone a dog. Now I think you can likely do it for much cheaper, maybe half. Someone said, however, it came out faulty with the clone. Yeah, I mean, and it wouldn't be fault. Like nowadays, the cloning should be pretty easy to do. At least with dogs, I know you can do it. Yeah, that's totally possible. I didn't. I mean, I got Dashi from a guy in New York. I never went to Area 51 for Dashi though, or whatever. Dashi's evil twin is Dashi. Bogart says, "I'm into comics today around 12 p.m. Got 2 comics. Got a Gods one and Spider Gwen Smash one. Oh yeah, Smash. I'm still not able to buy comics, and I'm Kilta says comic purchase just went through for me. Hasn't worked so far until now. Why? How are you guys getting me? I'm not able to. I'll try once more, and I'll see. All right, let's refresh here. We're refreshing, and let's try a different comic. Let's try Ultimate Universe issue number 1, limited edition, $9.98. Let's add that to the cart. Oh, it actually said it was added to the cart. Huzzah! Oh, and I would get my other one too. Oh, all right. Let's go to checkout. Let's go to checkout right now. Let's go right now. Wait, what? None of the items in your cart are available. All editions reserved. No, oh, no. Oh, these are all going to be sold out, aren't they? Okay, all right. How about I get some not bestsellers? All right, Captain Marvel. Nobody likes her, right? Right. Okay, $7.98. I'll add cart. Yeah, we'll add to cart. Okay, added to cart. Go in there, and then I now I know that the other 2 I can't get because the reservations are, but I can get this one. So I'm gonna go to checkout. Oh, the clock is ticking. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Can I do it? Can I do it? He could be. He might be. Yes, that dog is out of there. That's a quote from Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. Yes, it is. But it's it's going, it's going, it's going. We are processing your order. You'll be notified shortly of the status of your order. In the meantime, you can wait on this page or continue. Oh, guys, we're going shopping tonight, boy. Okay, now I'm gonna go to my library and see which one I got. It doesn't say which one I got. Okay, well, it should say on the Veve app. Okay, we're on. Okay. On the Veve app, it should say that I have five. Okay, hold on. Rare. All right, I'm guessing I got a common. It doesn't say. Can I sort these by new? All right, sort by date purchase descending. I got a Captain Marvel, right? Like, how much is charged on my card? Oh God, how much is charged on my card? Oh God, oh God. Let's try to figure this out because it said it went through, but I'm not seeing it on the purchased side. Let's see what we've got. Just start to pay. Ooh, all right. Well, this wire went through. That's really cool. Glad that went. Even though it's well, today's the 14th, right? No, the 15th. Hmm. Oh yes, huzzah, huzzah! It hath gone through. All right, so it says it's gone through, but it did not. Hmm. All right, date purchase descending, but that should have been. It's not giving me. Unless I. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Because I should have had more comics than this, right? Did any of my comics sell? Spider-Man? All right, I am. Am I tripping on how this works here? Let me. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna try again, and when I try again, I'll have to see which one I get. All right, let's try a not a bestseller. It was Captain Marvel: The Dark Tempest, and it went through, but it's not showing on my comics. The Captain Marvel: The Dark Tempest. Hmm. Sorry, guys. Okay. There's Sprint Jackal. That's cool. I'm sorry. This is going to probably be a little bit boring. I'm just trying to look to see. Yeah, no, I don't have it. And comment down below if this is happening to you. Terry says, I did not use or try the web app. I heard about a lot of issues, so I skipped it. It seems to be working now, kind of. Missed the train with this fantastic comics, but try to get some on the market. Is it still worth a purchase? Well, I don't really see a lot of these on the market. I don't like. All right, let me close the app and go back in, and that might help. Troy Paris, thank you for being a member. Says it just worked for me, but I went from Veve website to Veve comic, and it said I can only purchase one at a time yesterday. Yeah, I can only purchase one at a time too. Oh my God, you don't know what it is. Call yourself. Yeah, the amount of comics I have stayed the same. Well, let me get God because that's Jonathan Hickman, and he's just a legend. Let me add that to the cart. All right, add it to the cart. Jonathan Hickman is just such an amazing writer. He's literally a god. Oh, it's not available. No, I'm not allowed to get it. You fool. Well, the first one went through, so let me. Any Jonathan Hickman's probably going to be. Oh, Fall of the House of X. I didn't get that. Yeah. Oh, Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant. Marvel #1. Maybe I'll get Fall of House of X, and I'll add that to the cart. Yep, add the cart. I'll go and I'll get rid of God's number 1 because it's not going to let me get that. And then I'm going to go to checkout. Oh man, none of these are available. Okay, well, you know what? If all of these are done, how much money did Veve make? This is wild. Congrats, Bill Gardner. What rarities? I know they look awesome. Prince always says, fun fact, 300 wasn't based off history. It was based off the Dark Horse comic, which was named by big guy Mike Magnolia. That's fascinating. I did not know that. I had no idea. Yeah, but I don't have that comic. I don't know why it said that I bought it when I didn't. That is concerning to me. I mean, if it was a comment, I'd kind of understand. Let me go to my. That's not. What do you mean? Okay, I'm just gonna X out of that for now. Well, I don't know where that $8 went. So it's got the ultra rare. Oh, it's amazing. Sagittarius, what up? Okay, I was able to just add multiple, go through with the purchase. It was a little flex from little bag. I just got a 300 comics, 200 collectibles in the past week. I've added 100 comics, 80 collectibles. Keep selling. I love the prices. Yeah, get that bread, girl. Tell me something, girl. Are you happy in this modern world? Sweet chat. Out of curiosity, have anyone heard from Tap's Trades? Yeah, he's doing well. I talk to him every now and then. He's a good boy. He's doing good. Troy Perez, a lot of them are already getting the message. All have been reserved. Yeah, it's insane. Massage says Akira Toriyama would be epic and DBZ would be huge. Oh, you have no idea. Lionel Hamilton says One Piece. One Piece would be great. Most people love One Piece. Kills it. How long before a comic appears after purchase? Mine haven't appeared. Mine haven't either. I'll let you know. Regardless, I was able to make purchase with Gwen, 2 and 3, Ms. Marvel, but okay, so they haven't showed up yet. So they might just be having delivery issues. Trevor says it takes a little bit to show up. Even yesterday, maybe today it'll take longer. So thanks, Troy. So still waiting for order to show up in the library. Yeah, same. So all right. So that's why. All right. God, who's messaging the Telegram? Oh God, everyone's messaging the Telegram. Hey, did you guys get my? Not you guys, but did these guys get my? Okay, I sent these guys are so slow. I could never. Although I have a challenge, maybe not a challenge, but I have something I'm trying to do here. Let me just make sure it's still something that I can do, because I don't want to do it if what I'm trying to do can't be done. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. All right, yeah, I'm going to try to do something here. In my market app, I have a couple of things that I want to sell. If anyone buys my sub 100 Luke Skywalker ultra rare for $575, that is the cheapest sub 100 Luke Skywalker on the entire app, at least for the ultra rare. That should be $700 something. If anyone goes and buys that, they will get a dinner from me for the next 2 conventions. That's San Diego Comic-Con and that is New York Comic-Con. Anyone buys that, write me out. If you just buy the Scar, number 111, I'll get you a drink at the next 2 conventions. If the Scar, I think, is the floor. If it's not, let me know. Should be. That Scar is a virgin mint. I minted that myself. Oh yeah, I'm the floor. So if anyone wants to go and pay the floor, raise the floor by $9, get that Scar, I'll get them a drink. But that was only minted by me. I minted that on the mint day. Now I have a number 46, but I don't want to sell it for what a number 46 would go for right now. Number 46 would go for like 300 something, and a sub 50 should go for, well, big more. Where was I? What's up, Energy? Prince always says, if we ever get manga, on this new Veve site, which we probably won't, since most manga is very digitized already, and digital collection culture isn't as strong in Japan. But I hope to get Dragon Ball number 204. Yeah, Vegeta's first appearance is pretty dope. Gotta love Vegeta. Keelsta says Squid Grow is fire. I'm holding. Yeah. Hey, Earth 2, Keelsta. I know a couple of big whales in Squid Grow. Probably gonna go crazy. I'm excited to say, what are your thoughts on the codes people have with their physical comics? Oh yeah, that's another thing that I didn't even bring up today. Hang on, let's find it. I don't even know which part to look at. Very nice. Beans. All right, I'm gonna have to look through all of these. Oh man, I didn't look through any of these that I should have. Ooh. Oh God, where is it? Oh God, maybe I didn't take a picture of it. Okay, here it is. Some limited edition comics come with exclusive redeem codes. These give you access to read the comic via the publisher's website when you sell your limited edition comic on the Veve market. So that is really cool. That is really cool. All right, who bought my scar? Who bought my scar? I gotta buy you a drink. Whoever bought it, let me know, and I'll buy you a drink at the next 2 conventions. I got hiccups. What are your thoughts on the code? Oh yeah, so I think they're great. It would be sweet if some of these comics can get a redemption code of the Veve digital comic on Veve. Yeah, there are a couple things that are going on. All right, got a couple of jemmies here. Now I gotta do one thing here. Well, I gotta do a couple things. Glad that Scar sold. Who's gonna be? What's a good thing? That's a good. Yeah. All right, I don't. All right, that offer will still go for Luke. If anyone want, actually, now that I'll go and let me take Luke. Let me lower the price on that bad boy. I'm gonna give y'all a deal. I'll show y'all what I'm doing. See, Stan says Veve is back with Foster on the screen, pushing OMI. It shows that Akomi is in for the long haul with this hire. I cannot agree with you more. I know they're going to the moon. When? I don't know. It's whenever that narrative hits. And when that hits, it's going to be straight fire. All right, so Luke Skywalker is actually only 180 on the floor. So the sub 100 should be around 720. And there's NFTs nuts is number 52 for 719. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and take my number 59, and instead of 575, I'll lower it again to do 549. We'll get it for 549. And again, a dinner 2 times on the next 2 conventions. And if you're not at the next 2 conventions, then it's whatever conventions 2 conventions, wherever you guys go. Prince always says, I hate how comments sometimes get deleted. I think they're gone, and unintentionally repeating myself. It's all good, fam. It's all good. It happens. Omar Zada says, did you show that Veve is on Marvel website and that's epic? Oh, heck yeah. OMI says, can never trust Alex again. It's like reverse Kramer with him on big news. What did I tell you? Anytime Alex tries to downplay something, guys, I don't know why you think there's going to be this big announcement. There's going to be a big announcement. So when Alex said we must protect the Mighties twice in a video, and then last week when somebody says, Alex, do we still protect the Mighties? Why do we protect the Mighties, Alex? And Alex says, I just think they're cute. Something about that. Again, Marvel's relationship with Veve cannot get any closer. It can't. And it's impossible. They're too close already. What are they going to do with these Mighties, man? What are they going to do? I just don't know, Mr. Krabs. I don't know. And we're saying, really, Randy? And I just bought one during your stream. Wait, what did you buy? Did you buy a scar? What did you buy, Omar? Tell me. And it says bought 65 comics. So, oh my god, you bought 65. I'm waiting for me to get my other comic that hasn't shown up, but I guess so is everyone. Crazy Dan, thank you for being a member. Saying VV Comics is another great step forward. I was saying Edge of Spider-Verse 3 I bought. I do see anything. Yeah, now I guess we're not going to get anything for a little while, but we'll keep you posted. Crazy Dan 420 says minted 15 yesterday, waiting on delivery for the re-minted today. So I wonder when we'll get them. Joe Albert says we're all waiting. I have 12 comics and waiting for about 2 hours. All right, so I guess I should wait until tomorrow. Oh, you got a sweet beard, my guy. Gabriel Asclan says I bought 10. It does not work. Oh, well, I mean, I think it works. I just think we're all just waiting for it. Energy giving me those thumbs up. I really want to do something right now, and I really think I can do something right now, but I shouldn't do something. I have to sell one more thing. If someone buys the Luke, I will give them. I mean, that's a really good price already. That's like $100-something off, like $170 off. But I also feel like it's conflicting. Nope. Maybe I could list something cheaper. What could I sell that's cheaper? And then I could add in some funds. That maybe I shouldn't add in some funds because we're going to have another Marvel Mighty set. Now, is this next Marvel Mighty set going to be? Is it going to have a super secret rare that has 210 editions? I don't know. I hope not, because I don't want to have to spend hundreds of dollars again on it. I want to be able to get them all for like 150 or less. Spending 289 on that one was, ooh lordy, ooh lordy. Actually, let me see who bought this one. Transactions on the. Okay, it's not showing me my gem transactions, and I don't know why. All right, here it is. It was from JP Trees. All right, JP Trees. That is who I owe dinner to, or not dinner. 2 drinks to. 1 drink per convention. Bit says VV Official posted 3 hours ago. We're working on resolving delays in delivery of digital and limited edition comics from VV Comics. We apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your patience. Oh, very good. Golf clap. Golf clap. Very good. Joe Albert says, honestly, I'm glad there were hiccups. Gave me more time to get more. We think alike. Prince Toby says, yo, Randy, how much do you actually know about One Piece? As an avid reader and watcher of most goated pirate anime ever, I would like to know, is your knowledge large or is it just a one small piece? I see what you did there. Unfortunately, it is a very tiny piece. I do not know a lot about One Piece, and I'll tell you why. But One Piece is, I think, the longest running anime from Funimation, Shoujo Manga, whatever. It's like the longest running anime. It's made so much money for Funimation and the studios that it comes out of. Shonen Jump, again, whatever it is, it's everyone knows of it, but I just don't have a lot of time, and the undertaking of watching something that's well over 1,000 episodes long, probably like 1,500 or more, give or take. I just don't have time to do. Like, the only reason I started watching Supernatural, which is only 15 seasons long, but it's like 20-ish episodes each. They're all an hour long. It's a big undertaking. The reason why I did it was because I was deployed, and when you're not at work and not at the gym, you're now granted you're working and you're most of your 24-hour day or most of your 18 waking hours is filled, but sometimes it's not, and sometimes you get a day off. So yeah, Supernatural. That's why I did that. I don't have any deployments coming up because I'm not in the military anymore. I just don't have that type of time to go do that. Even like I don't like super short. Well, I do. There's this one, I forget what it was called. It was these kids that get stuck in like this alternate reality, alternate dimension in a school, and they're like being chased by these monsters and like bad stuff's happening. And then they get out of it, but one of the kids dies. And then the only person that remembers that that kid ever even existed was like his best friend, and it's just, oh my god, like they all remember being in that trip, but nobody remembers this kid. It's only like 4 episodes, and it's really good. But I do like to get invested in something. Like fairy tales good, like, but I don't like it when it's like 1,800 episodes, however long it is. So unfortunately, yeah, I know a lot of the memes. I know a lot of the, Zorro goes and has no sense of direction. Um, but it's just, yeah, that's it's a big undertaking. Michael Rose says, some comic purchases are taking a while to be delivered. Go buy some Venomverse comics, possibly Peach Momoko covers. All right, all right, all right. Let's get a Venomverse comic if it's we got it. Let's see, let's see. Let's get a Venomverse comic. Oh shoot, Venom issue number 30. All right, all right, all right. Limited edition comic. We're gonna add to the cart. Oh, got hiccups. All right, it is added. And I will go in and get rid of the House of X. I'll get Venom number 30. And I will go to checkout, and hopefully it lets me check out. It does not. It is not letting me check out because it's just not available. Like everyone got it. I think everyone just loves Peach Momoko, and they're just like, "Oh, Peach Momoko cover, gonna get it." She's just, oh gosh, an amazing artist, and I love her. Look at this. The dynamic panel by panel view in the reader is fire. Open any new comic and the new VV reader, and double click on any panel. Fritz always says, if you thought my comment about Gwen Stacy was bad, just wait till you watch One Piece and hear the jokes and memes about Ace being a donut. For context, he got a giant hole punched through his chest. That's amazing. Oh, JB Trees, there you are. Just think of it as a super chat. Just bought your scar. I'll buy you. Oh, we'll buy each other drinks. Let me go and give you a big old. Okay, let me give you a big old thing there. I gave you. I took a photo, so now we know forever. But that's a really Scar is really good. The only reason I sold that because I had another one. Bogar says yes. Marvel and VV are becoming intertwined. Yes, they are. What is going to keep happening? Well, I'll tell you a lot of good stuff. All right. I might have to do something here. I might have to go and yeah. All right. I'm gonna do something that I probably should not do. I'll let you all know what it is. Give me a second here. I'm gonna need a minute here actually, but I'll keep you posted. What I am doing is I'm gonna have to sign in somewhere. Maybe I don't know if I should sign into, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna go to app.vv.me. That is the app. I like how you finally buy all the series. Yes, you can. Yes, we can. I feel like I'm Obama. Like, yes, yes, we can. My wallet. After I go to my wallet, we're gonna get magic. Take my card number. Oh God, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm gonna miss the next Marvel Mighty set. I am not going to get the next Marvel Mighty set. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. It's gonna do an ID check. Please, for the love of God, pass the ID check. All right, text me. If you need to text me, then that's fine. Just text me. And then I will go and put in the numbers that you text me. There's my code. I'm going to submit, verify identity, Payment success. Okay, payment success. God, please don't take it down. Please don't take it down. Please don't take it down. Yes. Okay. All right. I probably should not have done this, and I'm going to go take my Luke Skywalker off because no way am I selling it for that. I got the gold dragon. I got a 1 of 80 gold dragon. I did it. I'm the world's greatest detective. All right. No, seriously. Let me take my Luke Skywalker off now, please. All right. Remove listing. Revoking Luke Skywalker permissions because I did it. I'm really, really happy I did that. Guys, I have most of the, what's that called? I have most of the Tokidoki ones. So to get the Year of the Dragon there, and the mint numbers on this don't really mean much just because it's they're all like 88 and below. But number 62, there's only 80 of those. I'm really, really happy that I got one. And I was willing to sell a Luke Skywalker. Thank God I didn't have to do it. But yeah, I'm really happy I was able to do that. And by all means, you could have Banana Seed, Jonti, and Belubi go and undercut each other, and this can get to 400. But I know that gold in general is loved by Asia, and then just dragons also super loved by Asia, especially it's the Year of the Dragon. But I'm really, really happy that I was able to complete that. There's only 80 people that can do that. There's only 80 people that can get the entire Tokidoki set. Let me go and get to the Tokidoki here. So the next ones I'll need to work again. I have all the Unicornos and Mermicornos. I do not have the Dragon Girl statues, and I don't have the Sakura Dragon Girl. So the 4 Dragon Girl statues and then the new crafting Dragon Girl statue. So I don't have those. I'll get those at some point. I just every time it doesn't have it could be Designer Con, New York Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. Outside of the Marvel and Veve booth, it's the Tokidoki booth that it's just the line is wrapped around it twice. It goes up to another part of the con. That's a really, really big thing. And I don't think we have like any of those fans in here. I had no clue what Tokidoki was before Veve. And now, I mean, now I just spent $539 on one of goddamn, and even if you don't get any of the rest of them, I have one that's just that scarcity is going to be big. And again, I probably should have gotten something else with that, like for the ROI. But I like them. I think they're an amazing brand. We clearly have drops with them all the time. And on top of that, I just that scarcity, the Year of the Dragon, it's from this. Now, Tokidoki might do something like this every year. The Year of the Rabbit, Year of the Horse, Year of the Rat, and they could have a 1 of 80, and I could wind up spending $600 a year, whatever. But I'm just really happy I did that. Yes, Marvel and Veve are becoming intertwined. I like how you can find about Yes You Can, One Piece. Gabriel Ascalan says, "What do you think about Immortal Thor #1?" I don't think I know anything about it. That'd probably be a question for sleeping. Let's see what we've got. Press start to play. Because I've seen it on here on the vv.me/comics. What did you say it was Immortal Thor number? Well, I see Immortal Thor #6. I don't see Immortal Thor #1. Ooh, Daredevil Gang War. Pretty dope. Universe. Oh god, the Jonathan Hickman ones are so hecking good. But yeah, I don't have an Immortal Thor #1 on here, or I can't look for it. That might be elsewhere. I just don't have it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try a Luke Cage Gang War #1. I'll see what he's if I'm able to go and get anything with him. But obviously, I have a Venom up there that I don't need. Let me click this. Let me go to checkout, and let's see. Oh, I actually can get him. Guys, I really don't need to be spending this money because I literally like just spent a lot. But you know, you know, you know. Fritzo says, ever hear of Super Putin, a real comic book series where Vladimir Putin battles ISIS, and it's so bad it's like Metal Man or Amazing Bulk? Well, oh, that's. I actually kind of want to read that. That sounds funny. Sounds great. Okay, I actually got I got a Luke Cage Gang War. Processing my order. Be notified shortly about the status of my order. In the meantime, I can wait on this page or continue shopping. I know how to stop bad guys in Agent Orange. Ask me how. When is the release of the next Mighty set? Probably a couple weeks, next month. So it says, who knows, maybe when Veve localizes to Russia, we're going to get Super Putin. Yeah, maybe. I can't. It's not okay to be Russian right now. There's a song called "Tokogokak Putin." Tokogokak Putin. Oh God, I don't even know the lyrics anymore. It's been so long. Tokogokak Putin, Stobini Pil. Tokogokak Putin, Stobni Abijal. Tokogokak Putin, Stobni Ubijal. Yeah, it's been a long time. Not Venom comic, it's Venom verse. It's separate titles. Oh, very good, very good. Good thing I didn't get it. So I need some help. Me and my stepdad had a conversation. If a Wendigo cooks, turn into a dragon, or would it cooks, or could turn into a dragon, or would it exist into a much energy and could only transform into a glorified bald eagle with scales? Okay. If a Wendigo could turn into a dragon, or was there too much energy and could only transform into a glorified bald eagle with scales? Okay. Wendigos supposedly have a. Well, they're strong, and they have stealth, so their stealth stat is maxed to the umpteenth. Dragons, I don't think are stealthy. Bald eagle. I mean, bald eagles are fine until they do their, and then they. I mean, Wendigo, if it can take the form of anything, it could probably take the form of a dragon. But like, are we talking like Dragonite Dragon? Are we talking, like Rayquaza? Are we talking Shenron? Like there's a lot of. I mean, you could have a seahorse. A seahorse is technically a dragon. Is that could be a Komodo dragon? What type of dragon could it be? I think it's gonna have to depend on the skill level of that Wendigo and how old it is. European dragons. Okay, let's see. Oh, order confirmed. Very good. All right, let me go to my library. Still don't have it in the library, but it's okay. Oh, the seasick Viking has started following me. Thanks, seasick. Oh god, thanks, seasick Viking. I hiccuped really bad. Season, European dragon. Okay, this is pretty badass. Yeah, these guys are pretty dope. A lot, really multicolored. So maybe he wouldn't turn into that. I would say something more like this because it could be a little more stealthy, could blend in a little bit more. They're like volcano stuff. Mighty set. We'll get one in the next couple weeks probably. Um, Definitely in April. It's likely not going to be in March. We're halfway through March. It's likely going to be in April. So probably not this quarter. When I say a couple weeks or a few weeks, I'd like 3 to 6 weeks. I don't think we get it in April. Or I don't think we get it in March. I think we get it in April. Because again, we have one more set. We have the X-Men villains, and then we have to Venomize them. So yeah, that's going to be really fun, and I can't wait for it. All right, guys, I'll be like, oh, what was that? Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say goodbye to Dashi. Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. And street. Look at the Kirby shirt.